Hey YouTubers, Emoja here. I'm from Jamaica. I live in Washington State. I also own a 350Z that I'm working on. So recently I heard a ticking in the engine. I took it to a mechanic to get it checked out. I'm not sure if they know what they were doing, but they said it was in the left side of the engine cylinder, left side of the passenger cylinder side. I checked it out. They said it would be 2,900 to repair it. I thought that was money that I won't have. So I thought of fixing it myself. However, took it up on myself to take the engine apart, only to discover that it was the valve covers that were bad. And on number 6 cylinder and number 5 cylinder, there was actually oil going into the port, and one of the sparks plug wasn't tightened. So, and I paid $214 for them not to do anything. So that was a waste of $214. However, this is what it looks like. I kind of made this video at the last minute, so please forgive me, please excuse me. But I will talk more about some of the stuff and what I checked and what I did, and hopefully this can help someone who might be in the same position as I was in. So for now, I'll give you guys a look at what it looks like. As you can see, not very organized. I got stuff everywhere. Tools, tires, it's all jacked up. I'm just working out of my garage. Got my fancy grill over there. I do upholstery as well. So here we go. Ah, yeah. Got our cover, plentum covers off. You know, our lines disconnected. Front face piece, timing cover off. We got our water pump still in there. So I'm still in the cleaning up process. The parts should arrive this week, and then I'll slowly put it back together. So here we go. So on our intake camshaft, these are 12.012 mil spec. I got the manual right here. So I'm also working with a manual. I'm no mechanic, but I'm a handyman, and I have a tool chest over there filled with tools. I got a ton of tools, so figure I might as well I help myself. The car was working prior to me pulling it apart, except for the loud ticking I was experiencing. So I got my Chilton manual, got my feeler gauge. I separated them so that I could just work with just the four I needed instead of shuffling through everything. You know, to get my proper clearances. So yeah, you have your 0.013 there. I mean, if you get this far, you should know by what a feeler gauge is at this point. It's not very clear. Focus. No. Oh, there we go. Yeah. However, I won't stress the thing out too much. You'll need one of these. It's a digital angle reader. So it's, you know, it goes up to 360. I place mine here or here. It's magnetic, so it sticks. And then you'll get a reading. It's stabilized. I have to rotate the engine in thirds to get to the 360 to check the different valve. Right here you have cylinder 1 intake, cylinder 1 exhaust, cylinder 3 intake, cylinder 3 exhaust, cylinder 5 intake, cylinder 5 exhaust. And over here we have cylinder 2 intake, cylinder 2 exhaust, cylinder 4 intake, cylinder 4 exhaust, cylinder 6 intake, cylinder 6 exhaust. So I did have to take out the bucket valves or the bucket lifters that sits right under the cams. So what I did, I set it up, have it set it up, get my engine at top dead center, and get my necessary clearances, calculate my measurements, and then the ones that were too tight, for instance on cylinder 3 exhaust, this should be 0.013 clearance. That wasn't fitting in there properly. It was too tight, so I had to go lower on the measurement and more, I should say, on the feeler gauge. So I did the 0.012, and that fit perfectly, but the specs in the manual said it should be 0.13. Please excuse me, I'm a little bit involved here. Okay, here we go. So right there in the manual, bright and clear, for your intake side, exhaust side, this is the formula. So the N stands for new, as you see here, thickness of the new lifter. So you got to measure the clearance before you even pull it to get the thickness of the old lifter. So I already took these apart. I have my necessary clearance. I'll do like a semi-reverse instruction. So I'll show you the steps of how I did my measurement when I'm putting it back together. Since I already chosen to take this video at the last minute, you'll need a micrometer. You need one of these to measure your where we go. Oh, you gotta rotate it. Yeah, you need one of these to measure your bucket lifters. I got a digital one, so I get it as precise as possible, so I'm not guessing anything. And I actually use this on the bucket lifter to grind down the bucket so that I had enough clearance. But yeah, it's an amazing project. I'm excited. I'm ready to get it car up and running again. Yeah, forgive me, it's a little messy, but I most of it I work on it at night. Don't get to clean up yet, but I will eventually. But yes, this is what it looks like. Any question whatsoever, feel free to give me a call. They said to take the front plate off, you'd have to take off the lower and upper oil pan, but I did not do that because I didn't want to take the engine out. I didn't want to go that far. I could have, and I know I could have. I probably will at some point, but this fix should take it another 100,000 miles. And also, the valve covers aren't. You cannot replace these spark plug seals because they're built into the covers. I called Nissan and asked them about it. They said it's $306 a piece, so it will be a $612 parts right there to replace. So I just called another auto parts store and order a pair that has replaceable seals for $86. So getting the same thing for $100 should do the same thing. I'll just seal it up properly on my way putting it back together, but I don't need to spend $600 on some valve covers. However, so this is it. This is what it looks like. Yeah, I'll send you guys part 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way up until it's finished. I'll keep in touch. Thank you for watching. Yeah, sounds good. Thank you.